We get... There we go. Temporarily. Okay, we should be good to go, right? Who remembers Attack of the Show? Oh my god, that's so familiar. Attack of the Show. I know the title. The titling. Can't think of it for the life of me. I can't envision it. What a hot minute it's been since I heard that titling. Like, wow. You're a G4 TV super fan? There you go. So you and Mr. 420 would be good friends then. All right. There we go. Okay, make sure that's all connected. That's connected. That's connected. Good. 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 YouTube connected. Twitch connected. TikTok connected. We should have all of the connections now. All right. Ads are playing. I'm just making room. Because we got to do what we gotta do. Just making room right now. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. How many decks are left here? Get rid of you. And you. Okay. Got it. Such a good show where I fell in love with Olivia Munn. There you go. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on back in and hanging out and being here and lurking and doing all of the things and the stuff. Because it's season reset. Cheers. Super hot cup of coffee. Super hot. Mildly burned my tongue. Keyword, mildly. All right. Let's go to the deck scene. Did I get all these? Oh, no, I didn't get these yet. Drink. Yeah, good bundle. Good value. Did you get all your collector chests for the variant? No, I haven't. It's in here, right? Yeah, I had completely like fucked up and forgot shit. Let me see where I was even at. Here we are. Unlock chest. Thanks. Open 10 chests for a guaranteed extraordinary reward. Yeah, I like that they tried with this, but I'm not a fan of these events in Snap, or these promotions, I should say, in Snap, because it's very, to me at least, it's very clear what this is. It's a reason to go to the website. That's it. They're intentionally trying to bring you to the website because they're just trying to get you to go to the shop. Because when you go to the shop, wait, what? There's a refer a friend? What? There's special promos and bundles that no one else has? What? I could do everything here. It's so much cheaper. You know, like, it's just a way to get you to the website. That's all. I think that's pretty fair to say, right? So as for the actual, like, event itself, you know, just meh. That's all, just meh. All right. We need to talk about Iron Patriot and Victoria Hand, because there's some cool stuff coming with them. You know, we talked a bit about it on the Marvel Snapcast this past week. We had guest stars Tucker and Not My Dance. And hey, look, soda water on TikTok. Believe me, I understand. We're all frustrated with it, but I can tell you confidently, don't go out of the loop of communication from the company yet. Okay. With this in line with Iron Patriot, there are so many different directions that we could go with this. And for those who don't know, it's a 2-3. On reveal, add a random 4, 5, or 6 cost card to your hand. If you're winning here after next turn, give it -4 cost. Now, granted, there's a fuckload of 4, 5, and 6 cost cards. And the question that I proposed to Tucker and Not My Dance is this better than Agent Coulson? Right? Agent Coulson, you know you're getting a 4 and a 5, random and random. This gives you potential for 4, 5, 6. One of them. So whether you get the reduction or not, you're getting a card in your hand of a higher cost. So there were a couple of things that jumped out to me with this card, right? I'm going to write them down and then we'll click through them, right? First one, besides Erisham, because that's just a no-brainer, unfortunately. But I will not be promoting that one. First one's Moon Girl. Moon Girl, Quinjet, and friends love seeing this kind of a card. And yet alone the ability to get 2 things that are reduced, yet alone one of them that could be total reduced 5. Yes, I am streaming on Twitch as well. That's my primary always, King. But thanks for joining us over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Let's go to this playlist. Happy you can finally play Martyr Week. See, I disagree. I disagree. I don't think Martyr ever needs to be played. It's just Bob. You just play Bob. But Quinjet, Moon Girl, to me, screams a no-brainer for this type of a card. So that one's written down, right? Devil Dino. That could be in there. It could be in another deck. Why, if you play Bob, I'm going to snap you out of Iron Patriot. Aha! Well, the reason being is I don't care. And not against you. What I mean is, if you build a deck with Bob and Iron Patriot, the #1 card to be played with Iron Patriot is going to be Juggernaut. So you snapping, when you see Iron Patriot, it's already too late. That's the synergy. Pretty much every single Iron Patriot deck is going to be playing Juggernaut. Come to terms with it. Now, with that said, right, exactly. If you play him on turn 3. But that leads to, if you're playing Iron Patriot Juggernaut, why not lean into Scream? Just gives you another out that doesn't need Heimdall. You could play on the final turn a 1-cost blah blah blah, whatever you got, or a free blah blah blah, because it was a 4-cost, right? So Iron Patriot Scream, which has Scream, Juggernaut, and that whole package, I think is something to look for. As I'm talking them through, and I have this on the screen, I'm just putting the pieces down before we build the decks. So that way we don't lose the conversation on them all. Okay? I think the Guardians will work well with Iron Patriot too. This is very true. We could go down that path. Right? Iron Patriot and Guardians. I don't want it to be true, but it's true. Like, there's that currently recent, excuse me, the Rocket and Groot, Jean Grey style build. That to me makes a lot of sense. So you could run together Rocket and Groot, Jean Grey, Groot, Rocket. All of the Rocket and the Groot and the Groot and the Rocket, right? So if I put down Jean Grey, where are you, Jean? You're 3/4 now, right? A, B, C, D, yep. Then Groot was a 3/4 also. Then Rocket and Groot? No, he's not 3/4. Is Groot 3/5? Where's Groot? Why can't I find my Groot? Oh, he's 3/3. That's what he is. And Rocket himself as a 1/1. Okay. So Iron Patriot Guardians could be great. Could absolutely be great. Yeah, no, Star-Lord, Drax, all, the whole kit and caboodle. But from there, I mean, we just got to figure out which variation of the deck is going to make the most sense, right? Where is my... There you are. What else can we do? What else can we do here, right? We got Moon Girl, we got Scream with Juggernaut and movement stuff. We've got Guardians. You know, the card generation piece is going to organically go very well with Victoria Hand. Okay? That we know. Right? Victoria Hand is an ongoing card of your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power. So the cards that you get from Iron Patriot, because that's considered a card that's created in your hand, that's going to get +2 power because of Victoria Hand. So most of these decks, I'm probably going to play both with an unnecessary option on it. thing I like most about Victoria Hand in all of this conversation is she's ongoing, so you can play her like turn 6 for added power late. Big fan of that. If I go to... Here, let me pull up... Where are you? Should I do the intro? Here. Like Ken.
Yes.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Considering he's in here today, you can do that.
That's fine. All right.
Tucker, do you want to be Sino then? I'll be guest.
I want to get to the conversation about Iron Patriot.
We'll do the official intro. I am playing the role of Super Tech Guy. Cards here that I would want to drop into that lane to re-adventure into the world of Spectrum, re-adventure into the world of Destroyer, and it's
random.
Well, like, if you think about this is, of course, even broader, like Agent 13 versus Maria Hill.
It's actually going to be beneficial.
Of course, it was 1 out of 4 opposed to 1 out of probably like 120. But
this is a good conversation to kind of have fun with here.
But I'm excited for this card too. I like the RNG.
I don't care what it could be. Fucking Kang. I don't care. Give me a 1-0 Kang to mess with.
For 2, that's literally if you want to combine the abilities.
But it brings eyes to Marvel Rivals, and that was the whole point. It was a marketing ploy to make people.
You don't see a category on stream? What? Oh shit. Now you should. That was weird.
People know, hey, Marvel Rivals exists. Not be a constant reminder that Marvel Snap also has another Marvel.
I'm going to showcase this part of the conversation because it's specific to Iron Patriot / Victoria Hand, but mainly the Iron Patriot part, because I think there was a lot of great pieces that came from Tucker and Not My Dance specifically that I want more people to experience.
Game in another space that you might not even be able to play if you don't have a PC, you know, because this is a mobile first game, which we as streamers often forget all the time. It's a mobile first game. So I think the season skin wise, like I love the variants, you know, because they're just, you know, the Marvel Rivals characters. And I know all 3 of us are very much so in the space of Marvel Rivals, and we're very active, and we enjoy the fact that there's a crossover here. I don't think they could have done anything more.
I've talked about this before. I like the thing where it's like a reskin of.
How's the volume on this, by the way?
Where we have like data mines that are going to be at her new location, and Cloak moves the cards. Rocket and Groot,
specifically from them, which is the why they did it. So
yeah, that's fair. You got me there. My bad.
I came prepared. But you kind of alluded to, you know, the next season and the future season. And granted, at the time that we're recording this, let's put the asterisk out there so that none of us get into trouble, kind of, sort of. We're going off of data mine information at the time of recording.
Which was accurate.
Put in the comments sometimes, wait, but the video said this. No, it's really, I promise, it's subject to change. We're just going off of what we find off of our favorite data mine website. Because there are some cards that I really do want to highlight going into the next season, starting with the season pass, because I'm actually very intrigued, like very, very intrigued about the season pass. I think it's going to be one of the stronger cards of the season, and that's Iron Patriot, who at the moment is a data mined 2-cost, 3-power card on reveal. Add a random 4, 5, or 6-cost card to your hand. If you're winning here after the next turn, give it -4 cost. That to me is absolutely wild, because I don't care what, it could be fucking Kang. I don't care. Give me a 1-0 Kang to mess with ASAP.
Even though we can't generate King, right?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't generate King.
I'm saying theoretically. I don't care what it is. I'm just picking the most garbage card for a reason.
All right, well, theoretically, you're wrong because it can't be generated.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
you're not even on this podcast regularly, so I don't care. But my point is, I know you're attacked, but no, but for real though, like it could be Adam Warlock.
No.
That better? It could be Adam fucking Warlock.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, Hydra Bob stats. It's OP. I love it.
Yeah, as a 1/5 that you play on turn 4, potentially. That's good. And what sucks is everybody and their sister is
This is true. I'm
going
brutal to
think
everybody.
This card is meh. week
Especially
1,
people I love.
because everybody and their sister is also going to play Mobius and be Killjoys.
Be aware of that this week. Mobius, I do expect to see a lot. Okay? So you're looking at standard card generation. We may have to build our decks with that in mind to either be adding Mobius or be adding counters. What's going on, Ringrat?
I don't know if that's going to happen. It depends on, I think, how prevalent the card is, because when I feel like that was said by a lot of people when Anti-Venom came out, and everyone said, okay, it's just going to be the Mobius week. Yet we saw very little Mobius. Mobius had a 3% play rate that week, if I'm not mistaken. He wasn't very prevalent then. The difference here, though, is this is the season pass card. Season pass cards always have higher play rate.
Get out of my mouth. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. This is the season pass.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's where I'm entirely willing to say I could be entirely wrong. But in similar-esque situations in the past, we haven't seen that occur.
what do you think about the card, Tucker?
You know, I'm gonna say something crazy. You know what we might see more than Mobius? We might see more Juggernaut than Mobius, just to guarantee you're winning that lane to be able to get the discount.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
But I'm excited for this card too. I like the RNG aspect of it, whether it's a 1/5 Adam Warlock or a 1-8 Hobgoblin. You're able just to throw over to your opponent's side of the board. That's of course high roll 5 or 6 cost. If it's even a 4 cost, maybe you get a 0 cost Shuri you get to play next turn, or maybe a 0 cost Typhoid Mary. Like, I think the options are going to be really good. And when it comes to card generation cards like this, it's the unknown factor. What did they actually get? Your opponent doesn't know what you generated, which I doubt they'd get that animation anyway.
By the way, I must say, interrupting Tucker, one of my favorite things about this entire episode, which was very difficult while recording, his cat constantly appearing and disappearing in the background. And towards the end of the video, you see the cat just like straight up disappear. It's hysterical.
Because like, even if we go off most of these RNG cards, Agent 13, Nick Fury, Mirage, they can guess because they probably maybe only have one of the same costs in their hand. But I think that is power of like the unknown, which is like with Erisham 2 is power of the unknown. And I think this is going to be a very fun card to mess around with. There's going to be some crazy clips people are going to hit with it. Even if there is Mobius, you still have just another option in your hand, which I think is really solid, that your opponent still doesn't know what you have. But I like this. Kate Bishop was a great card. Of course, it was 1 out of 4 opposed to 1 out of probably like 120. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this card.
Is this better than Agent Coulson? It's tough, right? Because they both have very strong benefits, in my opinion. You know,
but the positive you can get with Iron Patriot, I think, can overshadow the Coulson. Of course, the stipulation is you do have to be winning that lane on the next turn to be able to get the extra value. But I think you need, well, I need this Shang-Chi here. Well, sorry, you just got a Doctor Doom instead. And you're like, oh, well, I mean, I'm not too mad about that. But like, of course, like the high rolls with Coulson, I think you can kind of whittle down a little bit more and like use, because you're getting 2 cards instead of just 1 card. Like, it's kind of comparable. Like, I get like the question and the concept there, but I feel like until we see it in action, it's maybe a little hard to really know this week opposed to next week on the Snapcast. You know?
No, but I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Not my dance.
I don't know if it's going to be better. I think, actually, you know what? I'm going to say Age of Coulson, I think in the long run, I'm going to guess is probably.
Okay.
I do want to acknowledge also, rewinding a little bit, the Kate Bishop conversation. I think that the card generation deck with Victoria Hand is probably the direction you go with Devil Dino. Specifically, we talked about Devil Dino briefly, said it's probably going to be the card. That way you have the option to hold it and get those cards later. You have the option to play it on out as stronger cards, or even that could lean into the Moon Girl side. Moon Girl and Hawkeye Kate Bishop don't synergize very well together, unless if you specifically know you're playing those cards down on turn before Moon Girl, whatever it is. So we shall see if both end up happening, if we can make both work, or are they two separate styles of deck? That is something worth noting about the earlier portion.
Going to be better due to the fact that he is more consistent in the fact that you know you're getting a 4 and a 5 cost every single time. And I think the fact that, again, as data mined, I think that is that Iron Patriot's going to give you a random 4, 5, or 6 cost card. There's a lot of variety in those. And the question mark of whether or not that's actually going to be beneficial is going to be very interesting to see if it actually works out. Like, am I going to want a 1 cost Jane Foster? Maybe. Am I really going to want a 2 cost Infinite? I don't like. It's these situations where you have just the highs and the low rolls, and maybe there are more high rolls because Marvel Snap they try to make it so the majority of their cards are actually playable.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the majority of the cards, there are still some cards that are definitely not playable, and you have a vast just array of cards that are really good and really not good. I don't know if it's just going to strictly be better. I don't think so, though. I think Iron Patriot's going to be worse, but it's kind of random.
Well, like, if you think about this is, of course, even broader, like Agent 13 versus Maria Hill. Like, what do you want situationally is kind of similar in a way. Of course, stipulations are different, and it depends on like where the meta's at, what collection level you're at, and stuff too. It'll be just very interesting to see what happens with this card.
Yeah,
I will say I think this is going to be a really good card for newer players because one of the first decks you play is like a collector Devil Dino Moon Girl deck. And this card works directly into that, just working with all of those things.
The collector is another conversation piece as well, right? Because the collector could be a part of that deck, but the question is, does it go exclusively with the Dino version? Does it go exclusively with the Moon Girl version? Is there a hybrid between the two? Are we trying to get extra pieces out? Is Malekith something that we need to play into because we get more cards that draw later because of how we want the Devil Dino to go? I think the collector, again, makes sense, but the question is which version or which variation, better wording, is going to be a better play on it.
So I think at least for newer players, it's gonna be good, as well as we'll talk about the card that comes out at the same time as him, but those are going to be some really potentially good cards for, I think, newer players. I don't know if it's going to work well late into the end game, into like the later end game where, Infinity and all that stuff. But I think it's going to be very interesting at the very minimum, and I'm excited to see how it's going to work.
Wiccan things too.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, the Wiccan things will be probably had.
I don't want Wiccan to be I don't want Wiccan to do this, but Tucker's right. Because you're specifically, especially if you're building most of your decks that play Iron Patriot with Juggernaut, that's your 2 and your 3. Yeah, he does. He plays a lot of Snap. He's obviously very in on Rivals, though, as you see. Yeah, but absolutely. Put it this way. When's the last time you ever saw Lammy series play Snap on stream? He's still doing 8 cubes.
The way
Do
I
you
look
think
at
this is going to take the... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you think this is going to take the role of Valentina? They fight for a very similar place where she gives just a flat out -2 cost, but the -2 power to just a 6 cost. Whereas Iron Patriot has the stipulation that you have to win his location next turn, but also has a larger variety of cards that he can give you, or in general.
I'm not sure because a lot of those decks, well, actually no, they do run Gladiator very often. So it could. I'm excited. Those decks also do run Luke Cage, which is kind of the perk to it because you're building it as an anti-venom deck very often because you want Luke Cage in there, so Valentina's guaranteeing it to be a specific 6 cost. But if it's a generic, good cards deck, I'm probably wanting the variety for the 4 potential reduction because, I mean, Tucker, I hadn't thought of the Juggernaut going down on 3 situation, but it's 100% a real thing. So the anti-venom good cards. Because it has Luke Cage, is going to be very strong in there. I'm gonna keep that conversation piece down. And then also put the Wiccan down. So, because that's a whole different style of build.
Juggernaut, Negasonic,
Yeah.
Together.
All of the chaos that will ensue from that. Jesus. This is gonna be a good
Groot.
Yeah, Rocket and Groot. It's gonna be a good week for Bob. Just I mean, granted, every week's a good week for Bob right now. But
has there not been a good week for Bob? I don't remember that.
Shh. Maybe the first 4 days he was out until they made him 1/5. Like,
I hit Infinite with him day 1. He was a great card at 1/4.
Yeah, I liked him, and now at 1/5 he's just broken. But overall, for me, I think Iron Patriot is going to be a very, very good card. I agree with the newer player mindset as well with the whole Devil Dino piece. 100% collector. This is leaning very heavily into that. I think it's going to be a card we probably see a lot more than we might be expecting. Because it not because it's the season pass, but because it ends up being just a good card. We've had a lot of good season passes as good wins and hits. I think this continues that same pattern. But as you kind of alluded to earlier, yeah. So you get the conversation piece. That's what I wanted to highlight more than anything else. Okay. So now let's go to what we're building and what we've taken from that part of the conversation. And how are we going to build it into decks, into fully cohesive decks? Better way to word it, right? So we have Scream, Guardians, those are their own pieces. Good cards, Victoria Hand, Wiccan, Moon Girl. This is where it starts to get a little fuzzy as Porg comes on down. We're the 33rd month. 33 months of support. Thank you so much once again. Welcome back in. Appreciate you, dude. How you doing, man? Oh yes indeed. What do we need to do here to make these arcs best, right? Because you've got the Moon Girl build, and the way I see the Moon Girl, as Lori donates 100 bits as well, trying to get a hype train to roll on out. Thank you, Lori. Appreciate you. Collector, Juggernaut, Moon Girl, like this is what screams the whole Devil Dino want. The question is it what we play for Kate Bishop, Victoria Hand? Because we could, right? If we build it to be those 2 cards missing. Are we looking at, well, what are the other win conditions we want to create to make this all happen? Like, is this a, like, where are the other cards coming from? Is it just Moon Girl? Or do we have other card generator cards also, like Maria Hill, Agent 13, et cetera, right? Because the thing I like about the Maria Hill side is that 2 costs can be played late. And your high roll on them is pretty good. You know, things like Shadow King could be great. I've always liked Blink in Dino decks, but a Moon Girl variant, with a Moon Girl variant, she probably doesn't work. I think actually what you could do then, you could, for a Moon Girl variant of She-Hulking, if you did something along the lines of like Hope, Blink, and Maria, right? You ran that. Now you've got 2 card generator cards, right? You've got Maria Hill and you've got Iron Patriot. Plus Moon Girl creating the dupes as well. You got 2 4 costs, 2 5 costs, 1 6 cost. Whether you're doing the double bobbage, or you could even go one step further and go, instead of Quinjet reductions or getting rid of the bobs, which always feels weird, if you're doing energy saving with Hope and She-Hulk, you could afford to get rid of Quinjet and turn this into She-Hulk Infinite Moon Girl style shenanigans. So Blink has huge high roll if you're really behind late, because then you also have a Maria Hill that you could play on turn 6 with Blink and then blink up to one of the other big cards that you didn't get, like a Moon Girl because you have the Devil Dino down, or it hits the She-Hulk and it drops down 10, or it hits the Infinite and it brings it up all the way to 20. Either way, the generations from Maria Hill, Moon Girl, if you play those cards down, like a 1/7 Bob or a 3/5 Juggernaut, those are all very good things to see. So my question is it Bob, or do I need to... Is it Bob or Quinjet? Like, how heavy am I leaning into playing the cards that are coming from Moon Girl? That's the question. If this plays Iron Patriot and it plays Victoria Hand, those are 2 cost cards. Because the nice thing about Moon Girl with Victoria Hand is you could drag them late. Quinjet may bait out their Rogue or Enchantress and save the Dino. Maybe. Yeah, that makes sense, because we're probably going to... I mean, it's 2 ongoing cards that are dropping this week. We're probably going to see a bunch of them. So... yeah, that early on... I guess the biggest downside is if you do have the magic combo of turn 2, turn 3... get the Iron Patriot, get the Juggernaut down, do you need the Bob advantage? As we were talking about earlier, the second piece to that is, if you don't have it, how critical is the Bob to keep that reduction of that duplicated card? So it may actually just be Maria Hill. I think it's Maria Hill. Like, I like the extra card gen idea, but I think I have to go Quinjet over her for the chance at the 2 cost versus the guaranteed reduction of an extra reduction off of She-Hulk. Or if I'm playing Hope Summers into Moon Girl on turn 4, Quinjet's already down, skip turn 5. Now I could play Bob, She-Hulk, Infinite, and drop 50 power on the board. You know what I'm saying? So I think the collector gets weaker, the more cards we remove out, though. Right? Because we had 3 cards that would bring cards to your hand. I don't think that it works in this build of Moon Girl Collector. It needs more cards to make the collector worthwhile. I think you'd be trying to get to 2-7, maybe 2-6 to justify it. But no matter what, you can't do that with this deck. So I think the collector also comes out. The question is, what do you put in the collector's place? Because you have 2 other 2-drops that are going into the deck. I think we get, yeah, I feel confident getting rid of him. What's the role here? Dracula's not out of the realm of crazy. You know, kind of like playing off of a variation of Drac Dump, right? The only problem I see with it is if you end up Dracula-ing Moon Girl and you can't get both down. That's the problem I see there, potentially. Even if you put Moon Girl on 4, Dracula plus Bob on 5, and then the other Dracula plus whatever. So that's a 3-cost Dracula on 6 plus a 3-cost. It's not crazy, but I don't think there's enough power here, and the prominence of Red Guardian for turn 6 plays, like, that would be... I don't know how I feel about that. I think I want another big card. Yeah, BYORG. Bring your own Red Guardian. I think it wants to be a bigger card. But I'm trying to think what would be best. Magneto's always a good option, to be honest, but like... I don't think this is a good week for Rulk in particular. I don't think it's a good week for Rulk. Just because you're going to see people playing Wiccan. You're going to see people filling the curve of playing a 2-cost into like 3-ish. You know? Vision. Also not out of the realm of crazy. We could go down the conversation of playing tech. Shut up, Nikki. just debating, do I want it to be, excuse me, do I want it to be something along the lines of a high potential card like Snow Guard, because it helps Devil Dino, but we got rid of Collector, so that would have been the other deck, the other version. Something along the lines of like Rocket as another 1/5. Because having late drops after a floating 5 feels good. Also, a case could be made, keyword could be made for Sunspot for the same reasons. But that's a guaranteed turn 1 play. And I don't know if I'm about it. Yeah, we're doing Iron Patriot, and this one should have Iron Patriot and Victoria Hand. I mean, is Gilgamesh out of the realm of reason? Because it's higher than Arrow. Because remember, Devil Dino's in green. And then anything that's on the board already when Victoria Hand is down also is green, which means 2 cards on the board makes him a 5/11, no downside. Worst case scenario, he's 5/9, no downside. Or is that thinking a little too hard on it? Yeah, the 2 spots in this deck will definitely be dedicated for both Iron Patriot and Victoria Hand. It's that 3rd slot to figure out. I think the Arrow call from Honey Badger is probably the best bet. But I think at the same time, we just go something like Rogue. Because it's simple, it's cheap power, it's easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Cannonball is a good call too. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like Cannonball as well. What do you think? Rogue or Cannonball? Which of the 2? Whatever you guys say, we'll put one of those 2 in. I like Cannonball in this conversation. Iron Patriot's a 2/3 that generates a random 4, 5, or 6 cost card to your hand. If you're winning that lane the next turn, that card that you generated gets 4 cost removed. Also, big fan at the fact that it's a 4, 5, or 6 cost, and they didn't add the words minimum 1. Do I expect full lanes? I expect a lot of cheaper cards, so I expect more full lanes, yes. Rogue is more controlled and will mess you up less than Cannonball could. This is true as well. It's more consistent. It's more like, hey, I'm getting this. Like, Rogue helps with all the triple M's, yeah. Cannonball has better synergy with Blink, but Rogue is easier to play out before Moon Girl. I think Rogue is a late play, and I think I'm gonna go Cannonball. Right? With the notion that if we're making a change to the deck, we're taking out Cannonball, putting in Rogue. I like that. What about Super Skrull instead? I mean, there's going to be a hell of a counter deck to build too, so both new cards. Okay. Now, back on Iron Patriot. Let's build, if we just start from the basic conversation piece of, okay, Iron Patriot Scream. What is Iron Patriot doing here? Right? You have the Juggernaut play, and that's your 2 into your 3. How does the rest of it look, right? I don't think Spider-Woman has a lot of value just because there's a lot of Luke Cage right now. I think this is where we remove Miles, because the movement from Miles, that's the equivalent of playing the line with Victoria Hand. I'm sorry, with Iron Patriot into Juggernaut to get the reduced cost thing. That's what Miles's role is. Unless if you see a better alternative to remove, I think Miles is the one who gets the boot there. Because it still needs to be a functioning deck. Cannonballs, I disagree with that, because Cannonball, Arrow, and Magneto are all incredibly crucial. I think the weakest card, other than Miles, the weakest card in it is probably Polaris, because she's your backup plan. You know, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put back in Miles. We have enough movement to keep it going. I'm going to get rid of Polaris, because this is about movement that happens on turns 4, 5, and 6. Your backup plan is Spider-Man on 3. Then we could end up in a place where we have Spider-Man take out whatever card is already played in that lane. Like you play the Iron, they play down, let's say, I don't know, Iceman, whatever. Then you play into that lane. Then you Spider-Man out the Iceman. You see what I'm saying? So there's some combination mess ups that we could have there, or have a Spider-Man even swing into that lane for a 50-50 shot at adding 5 power into the lane on turn 3, depending on if you have priority or not. So that could be fun. Plus, the more cheaper options to play with either Cannonball or Arrow on turn 6 is always great. So we're gonna do that. The Guardians deck. Now, the Jean Grey, Guardians, Rocket Raccoon, we saw versions of this do really well, right? We saw this deck. This is pretty much the deck. I think this is, wasn't it Regis who came out with this build? I think it was Regis who came out with the build. US Agent stocks go way up this week. Way up because of all the cheaper 4, 5, and 6 cost cards. We've been mentioning all these cards for a counter deck and we haven't like written them down. Aren't you a 4? Oh, you're 4/6, right? Yeah. Question is, what do you take out from the Guardians deck? And I think it's Daredevil. because it's your 2 cost. Right? Pretty straightforward. Yeah, I feel pretty good with that. Just as is. Don't need to do anything other crazier than that. You know? Yes? Ah, all right. Hang on, folks. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I gotta run downstairs and pick up something real fast. I apologize. Stand by. Not GG subscriptions for 1 month. For all of our winners, make sure you head over to the Discord. Go to the giveaway winner channel, where the mods will get in contact with you to make sure we are, you know, getting the right information out there. As Hikoyoshi, congratulations, Hikoyoshi T. We did it! First shot! First shot!
Oh, snap.
That's how you do it, folks.
Snapped.
I told you. That's how you do it. That's just rude. That's just rude. Always rights the wrong for me, baby. She always rights the wrong for me. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner. Friends for post bed. I don't know how I'm going to be able to spend in this so early. Because I'd like to. I'd like to. Especially come global launch, I'm going to...
Doom rules all.
Damn. Oh, well. Okay, so commit a crime in the States first. So when the Brazilian cops come for me, I get a free trip home via extradition. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that straight up works. I mean, I'll definitely feed the cops. Ultron! Die. Sitting on super scroll. That's fun.
I know you killing the game right now.
They have recognized there is one healer.
What
Iron
up?
Fist will be soloing me. Get ready.
Glory of Kunlun. Spider Zero's mission isn't over yet, so neither is ours. That's how I like it. The dragon unleashed!
There is a patch today. We know that for a fact.
Opponent snapped.
I just want them to fix the stupid ordering bug. Filter order. What do you mean? As I was saying,
Victory.
ooh, damn.
Victory.
I feel like you're here. I feel like you're here. Kamikaze from Venoms. I'm watching. Don't want to play that yet. That was amazing! That was fucking awesome!
Victory.
Arishem, eat your heart out. Oh my god. Not only was it glad. Oh, but you're playing Arishem. Fuck. Yeah, the Green Goblin for them, that was their savior. 100% it was. Because it kept that space open for the cannonball movements. I'd kill for some pizza right now. Who wants to buy me pizza? I'll even get like Domino's. I don't give a shit. I'll eat pizza right now. I will order it. Started an apocalypse. If they do a MODOK right now. Oh, they can't beat it.
Victory.
So here's my idea, right? Here are some achievements that I have listed down for once we unlock a certain number of Sax parties, you know, play Agatha for 30 minutes, a Discord Jackbox night for the community. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Appreciate you. Whew. Okay. I needed to go downstairs. I had to go pick up. We had that butcher order. For those who were here earlier, you know. Excuse me. Yes, last reminder for the collector chests. If you have any left. We're theory crafting right now, though, so we're not really doing that necessarily. Sorta, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Wait. Major neck pull. We do that. Okay. So this is just the good cards. Toxic, Hazmat, Malik. I mean, it's everything you want and more deck. Right? The only question card I would even leave in here, I guess, you know, because we take out Valentina from this deck. Because Valentina's role is being filled 100% by Iron Patriot. Guaranteed 6 cost, smaller reduction, anything random card, larger reduction. We're taking the larger reduction, especially if Luke Cage is here. But because of that, and we have Malekith, and we have 4 reducers, is Shadow King the answer? Or are we now in a world where, because we're going to have a lot of high card... You know what? Actually, let me see something. That's a good question. By power, how many cards can Shang-Chi that would potentially be generated from Iron Patriot? Right? So they're 8 wide here. And granted, I'm not factoring in on reveals at the moment, but we can add those in. So at least from a Tuma higher. So that's 8, 16, 21, and then these 2 bad boys, if it worked out perfectly. So you'd have 21, 23. Gilgamesh gets up there, 24. Gamora could get up there, 25. Ajax is technically an option, 26. Black Panther, 27. Ronin, 28. That means Devil Dino will be in there, which would be 29. Darkhawk, 30. Shuri creates that situation, so I'm going to say 31. Blob, 32. Gore creates that, 33. So 33 out of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 8 is 125. So 125, 33 out of 125. So it's a 1 in 4 chance, roughly. There you go. There's your math. It's roughly a 1 in 4 chance that whatever is created by Iron Patriot, it's going to be Shang-Chi-able. To me, that's good enough to take out Shadow King and play whatever the fuck is called. Words are hard. I think that that's more prominent this week. Plus, we have the Zabu synergy, obviously. So we still have 2 cards we could play. The late man thing into Shang-Chi. Malekith into Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? Anti-Venom, you're prioritizing on turn 4. Malekith is your backup plan on turn 4. You know what I mean? I think that's the line. The new top 10 percenter. Right? Now, Wiccan, really interesting. Wiccan to me is really interesting here. I think Wiccan was a very cool call out. But I don't know. Well, out of these, here's another call. There's 125 of these. Out of all the 4, 5s, and 6s, on reveals that are pulled are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8, 64. So it's a 50% chance that it's an on reveal. So if it's a 50% chance that we get it on reveal out of the situation with Wiccan, is this a world where we have like a defensive Wiccan deck? Like all the counter cards? Because the counter cards, you know what I mean? Like we could fill curves using the counter cards as well as having the high top end. Or do we just go with this, what we'll call a standard Wiccan deck? Like to go the I don't know. Going back to the previous question, isn't Daredevil there for the easy Gamora play? I mean, technically, yeah. But at the same time, the Jean Grey is kind of in that control now. Like, in the Iron Guardian, like, what do you take out for it? Is then the better question. What do you take out of this deck to put in instead Iron Patriot? You think Drax? I like you guys. I like reasons to not play Drax. Any reason to not play Drax, I'm not opposed to. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Drax. Really, I really am. Not terribly, but just mildly. Oh, he's at 2-3 now, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to call it Kilbin's Iron Guardian because it was his variation, and we're just, you know, adapting it to what we want. So, for real though, is there a line here with Wiccan to adapt it into a defensive deck? Iron Patriot Wiccan. Like, can we take Wiccan and put it in this sort of a shell? Like, we go Hawkeye, Penny, Wiccan, Whoops. Quicksilver. And then from here, you're probably looking at Goliath Magneto. Actually, you're probably doing Gore? No, it would just be the one. This would be a Iron Patriot Wiccan. There's not a lot of on reveal, though. We go with the we go with the crazy variation. We go Hulkling. Ooh, Luke? Ooh. Luke or Hulk? Ooh, Hulkling works. Well, you don't need more threes. You don't have to have more threes, because remember, Hawkeye Kate Bishop means that you just need either a 1 or a 2. Penny Parker generates a 3. I like the chaos idea of Hulkling, though. Luke Cage is just overall going to be a good card. It's a good curve drop. Like, your backup plan is Quicksilver, U.S. Agent, Luke Cage. If you don't get either the Hawkeye or Penny Parker lines, because then you're really trying to hold Rogue for the final turn. Or later turns. It's a lot of two. Do we get... there's a lot of 2s, though. Is this going to be 4 2-drops? This is, I think we remove Penny. And put in that Juggernaut play. Magneto likes seeing the free four cost cards. Yeah, I like this. Wiccan Patriot counter. Wiccan's IPOP counter. There we go. Okay. Now we get rid of this, because that was just us writing down the ideas. You know? Yo, STG! The one, the only. With the 2-0 to the 2-2. 22 months, man. Welcome back in. Ken, how are you, man? Oh, Captain, my Captain! Cheers. Doing well, doing well. We're, theory crafting right now. There. Iron Patriot, gah! Which is Iron Patriot Scream. I'm gonna add quotation. There we go. The Iron Hand. All right, so now let's do Victoria Hand exclusively, right? So we're looking at Victoria Hand decks. 2, 3. Your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power, right? So now we're really leaning into generation differently. This is where I feel like we go back into the whole shield. You got one for me? What do you got? I mean, you're kind of in the wheelhouse of what I'm thinking of, but here, I'll bring it up on the screen. So this is what Tech just sent me. This is his invisible hand. Okay. Hood, Agent 13, Quinjet, Invisible Woman, Sentinel, Victoria Hand, Mystique, Agent Coulson, Moon Girl, Nick Fury, Devil, Dino, Mockingbird. Now, when I read this deck, if you want the link to his deck, if you want to try that one out, I'll put it here in the Twitch chat. Okay, there's a couple of things that I would probably do differently here. Okay, first off, this is hand card vomit. Like, this is, I'm loading everything in and hoping Devil, Dino, and Mockingbird is high enough. And I don't think that that's the win condition here, right? I like the Mockingbird call, but to make Mockingbird work, it's counterintuitive to Nick Fury, in my opinion. Okay? There's two things that I really see with this. Number one, Mystique has one target. Number two, it's trying to be two different decks. It's trying to be a Mockingbird deck, and then it's trying to be a card gen deck. Card gen for your hand or card gen for the board. That's how I read this. But because you're playing Invisible Woman, I see this as card gen for Devil Dino. And I don't think you have enough power in this deck to make that happen. So I would do a couple of things a little differently here. First off, as nice as a 1/8 Hood sounds, I'm worried about it. As nice as a 2/5 sounds, I'm worried about it. Agent Coulson, I think, ends up becoming a problem. Like, I don't like Agent 13, Agent Coulson, but I do think there is the right potential within that. I like the Invisible Woman call because it's a later play option for Devil Dino, so you can just have it grow later on. But if you're playing Quinjet and Nick Fury, you're playing those cards down. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's two different versions of the build. So I want to do it a little differently. I want to do, instead of, I'm going to get rid of Moon Girl because I think Nick Fury plays that role. It adds 3 cards to your hand. And he could be used to play those cards down early. He could also be used elsewise. Instead, I'm also going to, I'm looking to play those cards on the board. That's how I'm looking at these cards. So I'm actually going to take out Invisible Woman because I want the cards on the board. I think it needs some tech. No pun intended. But you're kind of in the wheelhouse of where I was at, right? There's going to be a really odd but cool tech piece in here that I could say. And I think it's the combination of Luke Cage and Valkyrie. And I say those because if you look at your hand, right? Hood, Agent 13, Quinjet, Mystique all benefit from it. So 5 out of the 16 cards, sorry, 16, Jesus. 5 out of the 11 other cards benefit from it. Devil Dino is neutral to it. So it's literally half of the deck benefits from a Valkyrie play. Now again, with Luke Cage on the board, and you've got ongoings, that helps you. Which then leads me to Mockingbird, where instead of building it like this, I'm going to take out Agent 13 and I'm going to put in Maria Hill, because I think the consistency of that curve is important. The Sentinel is the only piece I'm really struggling with. I fully get why. 100% I understand what the purpose of this card is and why. But my worry is that it actually ends up hurting us more than it helps us. Because you got 2 cards coming from Coulson, you've got 3 cards coming from Nick Fury, plus the Devil Dino and Mystique. I'm debating about replacing it, like either it or Hood. That's the thing I'm stuck on. I'm either replacing Sentinel or the Hood. And I think I'm replacing the Hood, because I want 3 options on turn 5 as it is, right? Valkyrie, you're not playing on turn 5. Valkyrie's a turn 6 card. So I'm looking at how can I get Iron Man in this? And because Iron Man gives me another target for Mystique. It gives me a little more flexibility on how I could play the deck. The 4s and 5s and 6s, because granted, I get a Quinjet from Nick Fury. I've got those I could play on turn 5. So that gives me technically a 3rd option on turn 5 as a standalone card. But I really like Nick Fury for playing 6-cost cards on turn 5 here. Mirage is a good option, because then you're getting +4 onto whatever that card is. And I kind of like that better than Sentinel +2. And it restricts the constant influx on it. You know? I'm struggling with I wanted to find another home for Mystique, but the good thing is, if Mystique doesn't work for me, it's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, yeah, they all would be 1/5s. You know what? What if we did that? We just ignored it and just played both. I forgot it would be a 1/5 and not a 2/5, and that's a big difference. That's a big difference. Like that alone transforms my opinion on the idea. Because I forgot about it with Quinjet, that it would be reduced. I don't mind Nick Fury on turn 4. I think he's fine. And I think the good thing is Agent Coulson's a good alternate to that for turn 4. So you're playing Luke Cage early. Mirage is another great target then for being Valkyried. What about... Because we have 4, 5, 6 card generator cards right now. Right? Iron Patriot, sorry. You have Hood, Maria Hill, Iron Patriot, Mirage, Sentinel, Agent Coulson, and Nick Fury. 7 card generator cards. Yet alone, Agent Coulson's generating 2, and Nick Fury is generating 3. I pulled up ongoing power because I'm looking at what can I drop down as a ongoing card early, like I would either Sentinel or Luke Cage. Yeah, I'm thinking Maria Hill goes. Because now we have Mirage and Sentinel in here where we didn't before because we took out the Invisible Woman. I agree with that. We do have Luke Cage in here, so we could go Valentina. You are right. It's not the worst of ideas because it's like backup plan. Well, we don't want to jam ourselves. That's the thing. We took out Moon Girl from the original version of this build by Super Tech God. I think. Therefore, I am. I think. I'm leaning Super Skrull. I'm leaning Super Skrull. It's either Super Skrull or Collector. It's one of the two. Super Skrull or Collector. This is true, James. Is there a way we could get both? Like, take out... Is Mirage better than Super Skrull? I mean, is Mirage better than Collector? Probably not. That's the Collector build. Is getting that into there and taking out Mirage. I like that a lot. That feels really good. I like that a lot. As I sit on the idea, I'm like, that feels really good. If we start getting into a pickle of taking out something, it's probably Coulson. What about Echo? Echo's in the other deck. In the counter deck. We have Echo in the counter deck. Yeah, showing Shield's hand. So Victoria hand as a 2/3 is good here. Well, Suburban Wolf, that's what we're going to have to go with. We're going to have to figure that out. But a part of it is going to be seeing how clogged do we get, right? Are we getting too clogged because of Sentinel? Are we sitting on too many cards because we're building them for a later turn 6 mega, Devil Dino ramp drop? Are we playing Valkyrie as often? Does Valkyrie hold her value here? Or is it just leaning into Iron Man instead? You know what I mean? Or is Mockingbird seeing low value because we're not getting the other copies down fast enough? White Queen's another one in that aspect. Winter Soldier, you know. I mean, to be fair, also, there's this guy. To be fair, there is this guy. It's kind of like a build your own airship. But you know what's going to be in the deck for the most part. And a lot of people will be playing Iron Patriot. We have Airship at home. Oh, man. Oh, we're doing that. Oh, my God. I love that name. And we're taking out Coulson, making it less shieldy, and we're putting in Loki because fuck it. Oh my God, that's such a great deck name. We have Arishem at home. Because then Mockingbird synergizes with it too. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, that's so great. And everybody's going to be playing Iron Patriot, so it's going to be a 1-3 Iron Patriot, which we could get on turn 3 or 4. Double reductions, like, it's just... I love this. I love this deck. All right. Are we missing anything? Right? Energy. Are we missing anything? So, in review, here's where we are at, right? This one's going to run both. Yeah, T-minus 15 minutes. This one has both Victoria Hand and Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot again and Victoria Hand are both 2/3s. On reveal for Iron Patriot, generate a 4, 5, or 6 cost card in your hand. If you're winning that lane after next turn, then you end up getting -4 cost. Oh shit, the camera's broken. Good to know. We'll fix it now. Hold on. And it was really slow to do. Yeah, -4 sharks. Yeah, someone refund that to him, to James. Let me see what happened here. Let me go horizontal, scenes, control, studio, webcams, Brio, deactivate, reactivate. And now it works. Okay. Back to studio, back to streaming mode. Yeah. Now we're fixed. So, as we were saying, so here's the Iron Hand, right? It is the Moon Girl Devil Dino deck with alternate win conditions of Cannonball, Juggernaut, She-Hulk, Infinite. I feel like this is very up STG's alley. The only thing I worry about with this deck is that it's a little top heavy, but we'll have to see. Because remember, we're adding 2 cost cards, but we'll have to see. Then we've got Iron Patriot, gah! Which is an Iron Patriot Scream deck. Iron Patriot Scream, messing around with the fact that we're using Juggernaut consistently. So that should be good. Yet alone all these other movements that we can benefit from Scream, Kingpin, Craven, etc. Kilbin's Iron Guardian. So taking the inspiration of the recent Jean Grey Rocket and Groot deck from Regis Kilbin and modifying it to also now allow this, because you're almost always going to have priority with this deck. So it's easier to have a point advantage because you have big power cards going down to defend that Iron Patriot lane, especially if you're already leading it. The new top 10%er. So this is your Malekith, Anti-Venom, Ajax deck. Capitalizing on just solid good stats and the fact that this organically plays Luke Cage. Wiccan's IP OP counter. So this is a Wiccan deck built to specifically counter all of the massive pushes we're going to see from from Iron Patriot by using Iron Patriot in this deck. And then we have Arishem at home. It's just such a fucking amazing deck name. I'm sorry. This might be my favorite one that we built. This might be my favorite one. -10 minutes. Fuck yeah. 10 minutes and 11 seconds. And I am low. Oh, that's a cool She-Hulk. I didn't see that one. How 3D is the punch? I actually really like that. See, that one's well good. There were good choices made on this variant. They made sure that her animation stayed behind the border, except for the broken glass. So the glass is the 3D piece. That's a very cool variant. I approve. Okay. So let's play. Let's just mess around a little. The highest I'm ever ending a season, by the way. This is the highest I'm ending a season ever. Even if I tank 5,000 ranks in 10 minutes. This is the highest I've ever ended a season. This past season. The rival season. Which to me feels appropriate. That it was a rival season that we did that with. This is true destructive. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. Guessed I beat the Infinity Conquest for the first time ever this season with Doom 2099. I am not surprised that it was Doom 2099 specifically that brought you over the top. Because it's just so damn good. Very consistent. Very consistent. You know? Cool. Now we get Sarah.
Behold my mighty hand.
Onslaught.
Behold my mighty hand.
Oh, that's dangerous. In that order, to see Onslaught and then Mystique. Pixie? Oh boy. Yeah, I was pretty on point with what this was going to be until that. Is that like a negative backup plan? should have Luna'd. Yeah, I mean, we don't win anything here. It's too scary, you know? I had a brain fart and thought it was turn 5 and the magic would have converted that location. That's why I played a card last turn. I didn't need to, but if I had forecasted it to do that perfectly, then I could have just played Luna, clogged that location, and then went on the RNG of Danger Room. Actually, no, we still would have been in the loss, though. Because Iron Man, even if they tribunal in another location, we're still fine. We still would have been SOL. Ooh, okay. Hmm.
I like the G6.
Two, three, four. So that would have been 8. I can drop 8 using Sage here. Then we do Hit Monkey. No, Strong Guy gives us more. 2, 3. This gives me 9, actually, if I play the Hit Monkey, because it's 3. Oh, no, it'd be 7. And this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8. That's more there. That's more there, because that's going to discard a card. That's more there. They play Cosmo, I'm fucked, but whatever. Vakin. Ooh. That's a big Dockin. Okay, we win. Very... Oh, shit, wait. Does that 2 ruin it? No, it doesn't ruin it. Oh my god, it doesn't discard. I forgot it's reduced. I forgot it's reduced. It's not double reduced. I mean, we still won, but like, I didn't get the big kaboom. Yeah, single reduction does nothing. Let's get rid of 2. Oh, yeah, you see how much I played this week? I didn't even get this shit. That's how much I played this week. Look, it's the holidays, man, all right? Like, it really threw off my entire groove. The Emperor's groove has been thrown off. Sorry! Like, I didn't even do this shit. It's like I'm human. How much time we got left? Let's see. 2 minutes. All right, we're going to hold on. We'll wait for the season reset. Ugh. Yeah. Collector's chest. Check. I mean, I didn't get anything there. I don't have enough. Refresh. Like I said, I was very disconnected this week. But played a lot of Rivals, though. I will say that.
So we throw our hands up.
No Black Panther variant for me. Oh no! I'm upset for a card that I don't play a lot of. So upset. I done fucked up. Whoops. Now, I'm going to give this idea out there to the world. Remember, we have a patch on the 14th. Okay? We have a patch on the 14th. That's when Band-Aid fixes go live. Just remember that, okay? It might help you decide how to go about this week when it comes to the new cards. Yes, unless FOMO. Or you're me. I have no willpower. Roto, it's okay. I don't judge you. It's fine. All right, there's the refresh. Now it's the season refresh, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the game off and turn the game back on again. A Band-Aid won't fix the gushing wound. It puts a Band-Aid on it. Hey, come on, Marvel. Come on. Come on. Redo it one more time. Fuck it. 3, 2, 1. Still shows rivals. Why? Will it register it at least and show me the pop-up of check it out? You know, ta-da. Come on. Come on, Bob. Someday I'll join one of those. And the stuff is there. I am not patient. Got the stuff. What else do we got here? Whoa, holy. Ah, there it is. All right, you made it to rank 100. Hooray! Let's go. Convert these tickets into garbage. Okay. This is an awesome variant. I'm gonna go ahead and press that donate button. Good financial value here. $10 for 800 gold, 800 credits. Order bundle, those. And the Rose Besh takeover goes live. Cool. All 1200s though, so guess what I'm not getting? Free? Is Token Tuesday busted? What do you mean? 1200 tokens for 105 boosters, 700 gold? What do you mean? Why do you think it's busted? It's Tuesday. Oh, the price. I don't know if I would consider it bust. I have to sit down and figure it out. Potentially better. Check it out. Iron Patriot. All right, let me get this. Get to 60. Get to 60. Also, Ready? Real morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us what lesson that we should learn. Today's free draw morality lesson is, no matter what you do, you always pull crap. Anyway. Season pass. Where are you? You can now upgrade if you buy the basic version. Huh? What, of the season pass? Let's see. Because, I mean, we want Iron Patriot, yeah. Right. Purchasing in the background. Oh. So now, check it out. So you see plus 10 levels. There's no hover over this time. Because you know how you hover over here? So does it include this variant? Let's find out. Is there an announcement about it specifically, or is it just the normal routines? Normal announcements from Snap, right? Job Takeover, Iron Patriot, right. You can now later upgrade your season pass to premium. Officially. There's no breakdown when you hover over it on what extras you get from it. Can we get further clarification? Okay, turn off the game. Reboot. Let's see what it looks like in game. Let me refresh the web page, see if it shows it. It doesn't show anything when I hover over it or click anywhere on it. There's, okay, so here's the new Dark Avengers layout, right? Boom, Dark Avengers upgraded Super Premium for more rewards, right? So you can click Get Super Premium. It brings you to the upgrade page. And here's what else you get. It doesn't lay it out, though. It's the 10 levels plus an additional variant. Oh, this is just all this condensed here. So all you're getting is 10 levels of variant and 3 borders. There we go. Okay. Very cool, though. How much was it to buy it outright? Was it $15 if you buy it right away? Or is it $20 to buy it right away. Right now, okay, so to buy it in 2 phases, it costs you $1 more. Because you bought it in 2 phases versus all at once up front. I'm not totally, I mean, it's $1. I get it, but at the same time, it's $1. So, well, it didn't used to because you couldn't do it beforehand. You can't say it didn't used to because there was no other option. Anyway, I digress. All right. $20 if you buy it outright on the web shop. All right, let's get Iron Patriot. There we go. Hooray. Playing. Let's start playing with Iron Patriot. The tough question is, which deck? Or do we do the one that has both? You know, let's do the one that has both. Oh, look, there's the Besh. 2,000 tokens for 6. Ooh. Good to know. That's a cool-ass White Widow. Damn. All right. You know the drill here. How many keys do you think it's going to take? Let's run a prediction, and then we'll pull for Victoria Hand. The last one was we did 1. The second to last one, well, yeah, Narcolepsy, it doesn't go live yet. It goes live after the patch. That's how it was announced. So, yeah, sorry, Narcolepsy. Yeah, our last pull was a single tap. The tap before that was a 4-tapper. And the tap before that was a 3-tapper. Yeah, once the January patch goes live, economically speaking, the best thing that can happen to you is using 2 keys a week, pulling the tokens on the first key, and then pulling the card on the second key. Starting as of the patch dropping on the 14th. Not on the 14th, after the patch is live and you've updated your game on the 14th. Really drive that home. But does it make it worth it to use the 4th key to get the tokens? No. It only holds value if you pull it within, well, pull it earlier than the 3rd key. Correct. The acquisition change. Yeah, when it goes into effect on the 14th. Same thing with the 1,000 converting up to 2,000. All right, votes are in. Poll is locked. How many keys will it take? Will it be a single tap once again? Let's go! Happy 2025, baby! Yeah! Oh, that feels good. Okay. Single tappers in back-to-back weeks. We can celebrate. Go! You know what to do. Go! Yo. Yeah, baby! Love it. Single tap for the win. Back out. Let's build it up. Where my 2-3s at? Victoria Hand. And Iron Patriot. Let's go. Oh, wait, it's season reset. That means we have to put on the horizontal stream to turn off the untapped stuff while it's under repair. Because that's what happens every year. Every month, not year. You know what I meant. Shh. Quiet. We don't know yet. Bigger than B&W. We don't know yet. It's a 4/6 Enchantress, so it'll be a 0/6 Enchantress. Valgrax, I love you to death. You suck. It's the beginning of a new season. We are trying out cards for the very first time, and you want 5 minutes of fucking Mickey Mouse? Para el amor de Deus, pensa un pouquinho. O sabe o meu... Uchina. O meu... objetivo. Mas, cara... Você tá sério? Tá bom, então. Well, deck is OP. 100% win rate. Awesome animations. We win. Done. Fine. Fine, fine, fine.
For the next 5 minutes, we're going to be learning all about this fucker, Iron Patriot, as well as his friend, well, Victoria Hand. I have a friend who's a hand. Her name is Jill. Let's go. Now, here we go. Hydra Bob is here, and oh boy, it's now a 3/3. Hydra Bob in the Altar of Death. Sounds like a great time. Now we have the luxury of testing a wonderful mechanic here with Iron Patriot. Does the full effect die in the Altar of Death? Guess what? We're gonna find out next turn because fucking Pet Mansion is here. So we're skipping. So for science. Fuck. It's okay though. It's okay. Worse things have happened. I promise. Where's this thing that I can turn off here? Hello? That one. Let's go there. And then Iron Patriot. Wish me luck, boys. People are just jumping into the stream. You can take a look at the counter and fucking count down. Just, God damn it, I'm stuck in this voice for the next, I can't even see how many minutes. Quite a few. Luckily, we're playing against a bot, so we can take our sweet ass time. Ah, well, that's not good. Ah, remember that time that things didn't go our way? I do. Well, now it's interesting. Well, we're not going to get the reduction because we have no way to do. Oh, wait, we do. We do. Wait, do we? I can't believe the bot actually fucking electred. Is there any way to get a card in here? No. All right. Well, shit. We have a problem. Ah, I have no choice. I got shit. I got shit. Ah, I got nothing. Everything's going my way, huh? No, it's not. I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of boned, I'm not gonna lie. I really needed She-Hulk or Devil Dino. No, but this bitch showed up. I mean, it's a bot, right? Right? Okay, it's a bot. So because it's a bot, I just have to play here. And not do something stupid. So we're just gonna do this. Yeah, okay. Woohoo! All right. Lazarus coming on in and resubscribing for 4 months. Yes, they've redeemed Mickey time, so I'm stuck in this voice for 5 minutes. Because this is how they want to learn about the new card. Dick. Fucking Valgrax. All right. Woo, shit.
Oh, thank God. It's over. All right. Timer's up. Thank God. Huh. Nobody can drag me down. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not showing, but if you go to !Dex, it should appear. Let's see. Let's see if it's updated. Current Dex stats. And under repair off. All right, let's see if it continues. Fuck you. think we're okay, though. Yay, ongoings. All right. Hooray. Yeah, I was hoping for the cannonball play. 100%. But, yeah, about that. I've been hooked on Marvel Strike Force. Have I played it? No. Actually gonna keep Hydra Bob here. I'm still gonna hold on. They're really playing Phoenix Force? Oh, yeah, it's Walker. Yeah. Another bot. It's a move bot. Move bot. Bot. Doom bot. Bibi dop bot. Move bot. Dop dop doo. Sorry. 2 Hydra Bobs. Or 2 5s. Because Dream Dimension's gonna be annoying. Moon Girl turns into Proxima Midnight. Interesting that it still keeps the reduction. Even though it has a minimum 1, it technically registers it. Because it goes like 0 to 1 or 2 to 1. There. Shake, shake, shake it. Shake it. Supreme Breath. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wow. Okay. We just started. We just started, user. I mean, having a free Enchantress on that other turn was pretty fun looking. Victoria hand. Nothing. I need some different players. Tinker's Workshop. Tinker's Workshop. Damn it. Ooh, wait, and I want to see that animation again.
It's fucking fireworks! There's fireworks!
The fireworks is pretty. It's pretty. Oh, fuck. I mean, the good news is we don't have to fight for Hala now. I guess. No, because those are created on board. They're not created in hand. Let's do this. Because it doesn't matter. They're going to fight for Hala. Because, did they not see this fucking hell cow? So blinking actually doesn't feel that good here. I mean, it would bring the Quinjet up. Evo, Bomb, Misty. This only gets me to 8 here. Yeah, I don't have a way to do it. Rivals just posted a horny alternate costume for Invisible Woman. Oh no. Read. Invisible Woman. I mean, let me see if I can find it on social so I can put it up on screen. The Malice suit. There were rumors that was the first for her. Let me see. Twitter, I guess. Marvel Rivals. It's from the comics. Got it. Let me see. I don't consider it massively like abrasive. I see what people are going to talk about though. Ooh, we go for the tie?
With the throne. Opponent snapped.
It's hard to enjoy Marble Snap with Arishem on Subterranea still draws 2 rocks. Oh. Dude, I'm sorry. Not gonna lie, that really sucks. Damn it. Moira, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Okay. Wait, I reveal first, so it's this. Yeah. Huzzah. Yeah. So here. This is the Malice costume. We pause this. Very clear what people are going to talk about with this.
Vortex field! Psionic surge! Disappear! You're grounded.
Go ahead, let the comments out. Go ahead. Let it all get it out of your system. Hmm. So this is interesting. We got the Infinite from Iron Patriot. Juggernaut 4. There goes all the hopes and dreams of Super Tech God of seeing a 622 Infinite. That's great. Oh, it's gonna get even better too. Watch this. We're gonna go Misery. Iron Patriot, Juggernaut, both destroy, slide over Bob into the misery lane, skip turn 5, and then play Infinite She-Hulk and fucking everything. Demons. And Iron Patriot gives me a Beta Ray Bill. Fine, it's a 0-6. Hits the Juggernaut, moves that shit over. No, not the Hydra Bob. No. Because now they can actually win that lane. I'm gonna full skip. Bobbert. Let's see, if we end up winning the lane still, without it being on the board, it's interesting that the animation is still there, right? It should still reduce the Beta Ray build down to 0. If they had won that lane. If I had won that lane. Cool. So they had Prio, right? So we're just gonna go boom, boom. Should we also go boom? It's easy for them to slide things into 3 and 4. So I think it's just this. Right? Or, I mean, we're only down 2 here. We could just do that instead. Because that's a I think that's a competition lane. I think we do this. We do that. Yeah. Baron Zero pulls Quinjet. That's fine. Yeah. Oh! Oh, man! Oh, man! Yo, they are not happy. They are not happy right now. A 1 in 125 chance that... Sorry, 2 in 125 chance that one of the 2 cards produced by Iron Patriot was an Infinite. We're gonna keep Bob. Because of Oscorp Tower. And I feel safe playing this now. You want to hit it? Go hit it. fine. Helicarrier. Shulk. Turn 4. And now we can do Hope Bob. Get 6 energy. Still getting a vision on here is great. MODOK, APOC, Scorn. Not on MODOK? Fine. Proxima mid. So Scorn and a 12er. All right, just they play mid and right, and then I shoot the card from the right over into Oscorp Tower. Wait, what? Wait. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. You know what I did, right? You know what I did, right? Yep. Forgot to reduce out the vision power. That was stupid. All right, worst things about yeah, math bad. Do the bad math and the stuff. It happens. That's what coffee's for. It's my first time drinking coffee, apparently. Jesus, look at that. That's going to stain. It's coffee. Apparently, you can't sip that mug too far back. Water. Come here. Can't get the damn... Anybody else struggle to get their Stanleys open? I'm always feeling like I can't open the fucking thing. Like, it just slips. There we go. Yeah, everybody has a first day. This one's apparently mine. There we go. There, nothing happened. I just... Anyway. Freelance, you did the Iron Patriot. Did you do the one that we built? Iron Patriot Guardians? Because we built one. Right before it all went live. Why shouldn't Victoria Hand boost that? Yeah, that's what I thought, Badger. I was like, you've been here. Oh, you're replying to the earlier commentary. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it won't do Broodlings or Ultrons, droids, and... Yeah, no. Get over there. Oh, why'd you draw? Fuck. All right, well, there goes the cheek potential. Damn it! Ugh. Yo, who said the snow guard shit earlier? Snow guard just difference won that one. GG's. And it wouldn't even have worked if I had played it right. It happens. But now you know it could work if you're doing a full-on dino build. Boop, boop. Tront boot. Bot. With Titan. Yes, please. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Houston, we have a problem. We need She-Hulk like now. Even against a bot. That's overcompensation. Now they have a 1-6. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Yes! It was either Jugger or no, Blink wouldn't have done it. It would have been, yeah, it would have been too risky with Moon Girl. Fuck. Damn it, Tront boot, lose. What? Bot shouldn't do that. What the hell, Tront? Hang on, wait. Leave it on the screen a second. Hang on 1 second. Pick this up. You tried to have a Pika party without me? What the fuck? Dick. OG God of War. We'll come back to that variant. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry. Hmm. War Machine. Okay, we need to play into single laners. Because this is going to be Legion, Rickety Bridge.
Wind aid my hand. I'm about to use this up.
So if it's Legion, Rickety Bridge... Damn. I mean, there was no further snap on it, so it might as well. I think we should tackle one card at a time. Like, as a good starting point, this is good, but I think I want to tackle one card at a time. Let's do the season pass first. Let's get a better play on the consistency here. You that I want. Do do do. Totally forgot about my alliance rewards. It's alright. Don't sweat. Oh, that's annoying. Jean Grey. Jean Grey. Iron Patriot and Camartage into Blue Marvel and Tribunal. Damn. Oh, so wait, when you played Iron Patriot, did it give you 2 different cards? It didn't dupe the same card twice? Well, I think we lost. This is going here because stats. And hoping that it slides. No? Okay, fine. That's good to know. I mean, granted, you'd have to have either Zabu or Magic, but there's some Wong playabilities there. Possibilities. The playability of possibilities. The play of possibilities. A possibility playabilities. Hmm. I'm really going all in on the idea that Bar with No Name's gonna go left. No. Taxi. Hi. No? Come up. Okay, here you. Oh. Everybody say hi, Taxi. Hi. Hi, puppers. Hi. Yes, hi. He's a good boy. You a good boy? No way. Say hi. Hi. Oh. Thank you. He's my boy. We missed. He's my boy. My boy. Don't eat the microphone while you yawn. Oh boy. All right, let's figure this out. He is bilingual, yes. The dog is. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah, where's Quake when you need her? So they just invest heavier left, right? Correct? But we can't beat a tiebreaker scenario, so we gotta back out. Yeah, this move hurt, so. I couldn't get around it. It's alright, it's alright, it's okay. Fuck you. Damn it, Swiftman. You know he doesn't speak Spanish. Or German. Huh. Iron Patriot. Nugasunic. Well, Negasonic now we got to be careful because we have Valley of the Hand. So if they're going to compete for the raft, I got to tell them to go blow smoke. What? Are they drinking again? What's happening here? Let's do this. Let's do it. We take the lead. They do their thing. Right? Do I have a non-Wiccan deck? A non-hand Wiccan deck you were going to try out? Yes. Yeah, it has anti-venom.
The mystery intrigues me. Got him! Oh, snap.
Yeah, I forgot to snap last turn. I didn't catch that there was a bot. I wasn't looking. With Iron Patriot? Yeah, that was the new top 10%er. This is my prediction for the new meta here. Does that work? There's this one. Because you can do this one for Iron Patriot. There you go. Screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Moving on. You could also do the Scream deck with it. Here's another screenshot. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Screenshot. There you go. As we were. This is real. Don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. People don't like to play into Vibranium Mines, so it's a perfect reason to play into it with Nebula. But 1/4s kind of help this deck, so there's a trade-off. Ooh, hello. Now you really don't want to play there. We could send over 1/4s, let you send me stuff. What? Oh, they're doing it. Same reasons. Okay. See, the White Tiger into Zemo is pretty nice. Especially with a Nexus on the board. Ew. Fine. We're gonna do this. Get all of the Vibranium. I swear to God, if they're a Devil Dino... if they're a Darkhawk deck... Could you imagine if they're a Darkhawk deck now, too? It would really suck. Oh, Snow Guard. Wait, no, they'd have to have Magic, too, to make it a concern. Okay, so we're fine. Let's do... that. Hulkbuster. Was that? Oh, no, that was the Maria Hill card. Okay. So we have 8 on 21.
Opponent snapped.
Because this is 12, this is 5. I mean... if they deactivate it, I think I'm still okay, no? Ooh, they didn't. Full on Cosmo block. All right, GG's. Excuse me. Interesting. Interesting. Already on it. Yeah, so... Destructive, are you also watching Braude? You had an Iron Games Discord. Yeah. So that was Braude who found that. Yeah. We're waiting on Griffin to get back to it. So apparently, yeah, this is from KM's Discord. So here's what's going on right now. This is what people are talking about. Well, some people are talking about. So in this screenshot from Braude, who's down here in the corner, you can see the acid arrow, which was sent over from the opponent, is currently at 6. Now, the conversation then comes to be, wait a minute, how's that possible? Because these 4 Victoria hands, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are obviously on this side of the battlefield. This acid arrow came from the other side. The way Victoria hand reads is it says gives +2 to cards that were generated in your hand, not the hand. So because it says your hand, and the acid arrow wasn't generated in your hand, it was generated in the opponent's hand, why is it getting the buff? That is the bug. So one of 2 things is going to happen. Either A, they'll fix the bug for fire over cards like acid arrow and etc., or B, they'll switch the text of Victoria hand to being generated inside the hand, and then it would be accurate. Exactly. Who could have seen that as a case to test? 100%. Iron Patriot is nuts. What's going on, Master Puppet? How you doing, man? We have bad card writers. Well, no, I mean, to be fair, if I had to take a guess, it's probably programmed as any card that's generated in your hand, right? As a mechanic. Sorry, as a verbiage, right? But the programming on it is cards generated in the hand. Gotcha. Oh, wait, I'm short! Fuck! Victoria Hand won that for them. Because Bucky got the +2 from Maria Hill. Fuck. Victoria Hand, busted card. Broken, nerf it now. Damn it! Bum-ba-dee-da-doo-doo. I want a slightly different feel here. Let's go for... no, we'll go with this. Here we go. Here, you get a Coulson. That's beautiful. But then I will shoot you twice. One with the Star-Lord. And one with the rocket. Who do you think you are? Good news is they already moved Jeff. So Jotunheim's a little less scary. Ooh. 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 Because I think they're still going to compete for Muir and Big House. Ooh, that's fun. I can't Alliance left. Yeah, I got you, Obsidian. No worries. There's a delay. Plus 3, 28. Goes down to 20. Keeps them in check. Down to 14. Oh, well. Switching.